Alright, we are back. Let's get the music and sound back on. We're just setting up the lower bracket final on Disco Bloodbath. At the bloodbath. Ooh. At the bloodbath. Ooh, 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 at the bloodbath. Ooh, 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 at the bloodbath. Bow, 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 at the bloodbath. Ooh, 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 at the bloodbath. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's my best disco version. Alright, let's see. It's gonna be, of course, Potato Club versus Tacid. No, it's Estero versus Tacid. I am so out of it. Estero. I keep mixing out who's whom. I also confused Estero and Tacid are. Never mind. We did go out on a break and eat all them, so Ezra might still be hydrating their hydras, getting the disruptors disrupted, drained. Or maybe stretching your wrists. I'll stretch my waters right now. Let's stretch your waters, right? Put your hand forward, palm up, and then with your other arm, just hold on to the tips of your fingers and just pull it back and let's stretch it. And then twist your arm around all the way there. Now we'll keep the pressure going. Make sure it's fully stretched. Alright, Ezra is here. Alright. Now, it is a best of 3 match. Let's make a fist and stretch it down. Alright, both the players are ready. Good luck, have fun. Let's go! To the bloodbath! Ooh, 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 to the bloodbath! Ooh, 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 the bloodbath! How, at the bloodbath! I know poop is a staple of disco, the disco genre. It's more of a jazz thing. My live channel. Okay. Alright, everyone. Welcome to the bloodbath. Hoo 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 to the bloodbath. Hoo hoo hoo. We're in the northwest corner of the map. Hoo hoo hoo. It's our blue Protoss, Tacid. The Fellowship Esports, of course. And in the southeast corner of the map, it is it is our Orange Zerg from Winter Gaming Land of Heroes. Give it up for Ezra. Is anyone here? What time is it still? I mean, it's... Whoa. You got me panicked there. For a second I thought I forgot to unmute myself, but then I looked and I'm actually unmuted. It's fine. You can hear me. It would have been very embarrassing if I've been speaking. I mean, you. If I would have been muted, you would have avoided the whole bloodbath thing. So, you know, silver linings. But you know, we ended up not being muted. So you got to hear that. You can't win them all. Also, yeah, I think everyone just went to sleep. There are no admins anymore, no co-casters, no streamers, no observers. It's all me. I'm the Duckling now. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. I'm the captain. I'm the captain of the Ducklings. Yeah. I miss all the ducklings. I miss all my friends. I miss all the ducklings. I don't want to be the captain now. I don't want to be the captain. I don't want to be admin. Who wants to be admin? It sucks. Everybody hates you. You work hard and nobody appreciates you except Steelmold. Yeah, it doesn't warning up. Finally see a Stargate coming up with the shield battery. Astrover seems to be comfortable with staying back. That couldn't be aggressive at all. That's it, just actually expecting a Bane Blast here. Potato Blob saying whoever wins this will be a fun match. Yep. Yep. We've seen all the cross matches here today. DVZ, DVP, and PVT. Yeah, we haven't had any mirror matchups today. It's pretty balanced, yo, as they say. It's gonna be the Void Rays again. We did see Tacit going for that against not Potato Blip, against what did we guess? Quirky, that was the one. It was against Quirky. Let's see what is 8 no thang gonna do. Speed just kicks in, but this wall is pretty damn solid with 2 zealots at the front. And Esra isn't going to break that. Only instead with a Roach Warren. Now go up into the mid game here. Thank you for clipping, Potato Bleb. It does help us a lot when people clip interesting and or funny parts of the stream. And we do, like you see in the duck clips, we do give credit to whoever clipped the clip. So get your name up there. Be part of the Duckling history. Like third Nexus for Tacid. Astrover does see this. I'm gonna catch this probe. Go away, probe. This Void Ray tries to harass here, but there is a Queen and a Spore, and like we saw, that should be enough. If you have more Void Rays, Esrever will be in trouble, and Tassad is making more Void Rays. I believe Esrever was watching the stream, because he was waiting along with Potato Pleb for the stream to end, because we were holding off the semi-final for us. So should know what Tacit is going for, that the Mass Banshee is coming, and the Hydralisks are already being prepared of the Hydralisk range, so that the Hydralisk are well hydrated. And a Baning Nest for the charge lots. Tacit getting +1 air weapons, and yeah, as sort of scouts more Void Rays coming in. Ooh, carrier. Carrier. I don't know about the carrier though. I don't know about the carrier. I mean, it's gonna be double carrier production, so it's gonna be interesting. As you know, Hydralisks, they shoot down those interceptors pretty fast. Carrier did get buffed in this update, did it not? The interceptors build a little faster, I believe. So there's that, but I don't know if S-River goes with a lot of Hydralisks, which Tacit should have seen right now. Should be a bit scared about it. Right. Tacit getting that air army prepared, getting shield upgrades as well, which works well with the big beefy shield units, the air Protoss units. Twilight. When you get carriers before Twilight Council, you know this game is not standard PvZ. These Hydralisks, they look like infestors, don't they? I mean, if you just came in and just looked at it, this what you'd think these are infestors, right? Just you weren't looking at this and just go and whip. You think these are now they look like Hydralisks from the back, but if they're facing forward, they kind of look like infestors. Look, it's no secret. I don't like skins. I think they're unfair. They create weird visual biases, and yeah, they're weird. I don't like them.
Back in my days, we didn't used to have skins, and we were fine.
Alright, let's start moving in here. Might be a bit too much Protoss air though. This is not enough Hydralisks to take care of both the Void Rays and the carriers. And if the Hydralisks can't get to the carriers, they keep shooting at the Void Rays, the interceptors are just going to destroy them. There's also a bit of enough on the ground to keep S-Server's units occupied, and yeah, if you let a Protoss get to a late game air army and with impunity and no response, this is going to be bad, and the Hydralisks are not going to be enough. And that's just racing ahead in upgrades. S-Server is going to have to keep up. And alright, now Corruptors are on the way, so we might get an interesting late game Air Zerg versus Air Protoss fight here. Here it is. There is Mama. Mama is coming. Don't worry. All you Protoss, eh? Mama Protoss is on the way. It's the carrier count at the moment. It's 6 carriers. With only 1 extra on the way. But Storm is added as well, which is a great addition. Oh, there's the second carrier being made. Yeah, Storm. Gotta get them Storms. It's gonna be great against these Hydralisks. They just disappear to Storms. Not so good against the Corruptors, but again, if the Corruptors are clumped up and they are going up against an air Protoss army, a Storm does just enough damage. It's just an extra bit of DPS that can win a fight. Even if they don't kill the Corruptors outright, they do in just enough that the Protoss air army can get the advantage in the fight. See, what is this? What's the name of the thing? Pathogen class. It's the Infestor's Energy upgrade and Neural Parasite being made, which is a huge help in these kinds of situations. No Vipers though. That's gonna be a problem. The Zerg Corruptor Infestor is usually the ultimate answer to Air Protoss, late game Air Protoss. Without the Vipers to yoink out high target units and just whittle them down, the Hydralisk really can't get to them with the charge lots and the Storm on the ground. Oh, hello. Ewok stripper? Look at the Ewok is naked. So I'm not making it up. Alright. The armies are clashing. The Corruptors are trying to surround the army, but they're not actually part of the fight. Estrover trying to I don't know what he's trying to do. Okay, it does get the Mama ship. Oh, it doesn't have detection. Oh no. Alright. That's why the Corruptors weren't attacking anything. Luckily, they did get the Mama ship, so it's not a problem now, but yeah, there's nothing really to stop this huge Protoss air army now. Look at this, that's 9 carriers. With some ground Archons and Zealots. We're gonna get the Spire as well. Oh boy. Oh boy. Do we have a second Spire? No. No, we do not. So, those 6 Corruptors that Ezra is making, these are the last ones. Oh, they're just standing there. Why? Keep attacking. This is so frustrating for the Zerg. Counterattack though with a huge flood of Zerglings. Could do a lot of damage. There's a recall of the carriers, which are going to be easily taking care of these Zerglings. This base might go down, probably would go down, but Estrover is stuck on 3 bases now. Does have this ninja base set up in the southwest corner, and it's starting to kill some workers on Tassad's side of the map, but really Tassad can just replace that supply with more, you know, carriers. Every probe, I don't know what, 6 probes you kill is a carrier. A carrier is 6 supply, if I recall correctly. I'm not expert. I don't know. Yeah, this army just doesn't die. Only 4 carriers were lost there. No Archons. Archons are all still alive. Oof. Raptor's trying to nibble at the heels of this this Protoss fleet, but that's not gonna work. GG's gold. Tassad will take game number 1. The Golden Armada. Alrighty. It's going to be a server's map choice. And server, of course, still the reigning SDO champion. Still has a chance to get back into it and get a second victory. Tassad could be on the way to become another Royal Roader. Someone who appears in the tournament for the first time and gets a victory. Ephemeron is going to be our next map. Ephemeron. Alright, let's get the players in. Lobby link. /lobby link. We'll set up a nice yellow link to the map, well, to the lobby that you're setting up with the name of the map, so you can put it in chat and have people join in. Very useful. Is your tip of the day. Let's see if both the players are ready. Well, let's get to it. Pow on Ephemeron. I like this Zerg banner thingy. Got all these creepy hydrates. Oh, I didn't notice these colors. Alright, never mind. Alright, everyone. Please press F to pay respects for Emeron LE. Well, in the northwest corner of the map, representing Fellowship Esports. It is our current reigning. No, not Fellowship Esports. That's Winter. I confused them. That's Winter Gaming Ladder Heroes. Our current reigning SDO champion. Give it up for Esrer. And on the other side of the map, in the southeast, currently up 1 in this best of 3 lower bracket final of today's Sea Duckling Open, the number 68, now 69. It is our Red Protoss from Fellowship Esports, Tassad. Not R. And alright. I don't think I've casted this map before. Let's see what we got here. And got a big ol' a main base with a big old butt. Actually, that's not a big old butt. It's a big old front. If it was a butt, it would be back here. And that's natural. A big open space for the natural to be annoying. Third base is a ways away. This is... Whew. Look at that. This is not much of a choice for third base. You have a natural, and then... Oof. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a tough cookie. Might see a lot of 2-base all-ins on this map. Alright, interesting. I like it. Got a big old ramp here into the natural with some rocks. No, sorry, it's debris. Debris. That's high-class rocks. It's not rocks, it's debris. Actually, fourth base is. Do you need to take a train to the fourth base? What the hell is going on here? This is weird. Okay, so you got this opening here for the third, and then another long. Whew. Whew. This is you gotta play Transport Tycoon to move units around on this map. Oh boy. Alright, so we see Stargate again. A nice block on the third base, which is extremely annoying. Yeah, again, on this map, if you don't get this third base, you can't just get the other one. You don't have much of a choice. People, yeah, I can see why people can get annoyed by that, but it makes for some interesting maps, for more strategic plays, if you will. That's it again, going for that Void Ray play. I think Astroville might be a little more inclined to punish this. Getting stuck on 2 bases with roaches. Yeah, it's gonna be 2-base roach all in. Yeah, the roaches are marching across the map. This base is pretty well sealed off. Adept is going to maybe catch this coming. I'm gonna go here and try to scout these overlords. Not going to see the army coming in. Yeah, Esper is going much across the map. But the Void Ray with the shield battery. I mean, actually, it doesn't even need the shield battery. The Void Ray has no enemies here, other than the Ravagers. But it's, you know, as long as it dodges the shots, this is gonna be great. Oh, Esper takes the fourth. This is a ninja base at this point. It's not a third. It's just look at this. Look at this. Let's go to the third base. Let's go across the thing. Oh, we're finally here. In the meantime, Ezra is trying to bust this wall, but oh boy, 2 Void Rays with nothing to shoot them. Not even trying to pile them down. So they just with impunity just shooting away. One of them did take some shield damage, so one bile did hit. But that's not gonna be enough. Esther is making more queens and spores at home. Two queens is not gonna be enough against this void rays. Double spore is good. But we've already seen void rays are pretty good at dealing with single spores. You focus them down and they definitely kill the spore before one of the void rays dies. Clean out overloads as well. 3 void rays. 4th one is on the way. Charge is being researched. 3rd base is being taken by Tacit. S-Server really having trouble getting a 3rd base going. That ninja base is not going to be coming into play unless we go into some weird base trade situation. And so far the 2 base roach all in isn't all in and hasn't really done damage. If S-Server is trying to switch into a late game play here, yeah, it is getting not void rays, anti-void rays, the hydralisks, you know, the Zerg void rays, hydralisks. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be an uphill battle for SRR. Reverse. Gonna have to reverse the all kill. Yeah, score. Fleet bacon. That's it's gonna go straight to carriers here. It's gonna be the same game we saw in the previous game. Oh, Zealot. Gonna kill the queen. And yeah, there's the double carrier production. And S-River doesn't even know about any of this. But hasn't even been to the main base yet. This is it's gonna be pretty tough. I mean, I like the Ravagers. They're gonna be they could catch carriers off guard if Tacit isn't controlling them well. Void Rays as well, but as oh no, don't buy yourself. Ravagers, please. I wonder what the other Ravagers are thinking. There's always that one Ravager that shoots the bile that hits the others and like, we hate you, Bob. Bob the dumb Ravager. We hate you. You're always doing this. You're always biling your own units. Damn you. Hydraulics speed is on the way, but Ezreal is just relying on these Hydralisks. This time hitting much earlier. There's only 3 carriers as opposed to the 4 that Tacit had in the same during the same attack in the previous game. But a lot more Void Rays are available, and the Hydralisks don't shoot them down quite as fast. But no shield batteries though, and most of the Void Rays are going down. I think Ezreal might just have made it. That's it. The carriers are out of interceptors. Just one interceptor just flying over the army. Yeah. I think Ezreal just about broke it by hitting earlier, just before the 4 carrier mark. And with enough Hydralisks and Ravagers, this actually worked. How many Hydralisks do they have left here? Only has 3 or 4 of them left on the front line, so gotta be careful. 20 dead probes, and that's how he's just making more and more carriers. Look at the army supply at the moment. Carriers are pretty beefy, good units, but they don't trade well against big armies. Not when there's so little of them. I think Ezreal should just aim move into this. It's gonna play it carefully. No, don't play careful. Go, just go. Yeah, he's being careful. Once he sees that Tacit doesn't have much more than this, and the wall is actually open as well. Buys go down on the. They actually don't hit the Archon there. This is enough on the ground for Ezreal to just muscle his way through. The carriers are out of interceptors again. So they're just not doing anything. GG's gold. S River evens up the score to a sideways 1-1. Not falling for the same trick twice. Let's see if Tacit can pull another trick. What are we at against this Zerg? Because it looks like S River has gotten Tacit's game down. He's not going to let him get to carriers that quickly. And the reigning champion still reigns. And speaking of rain, we are going to Thunderbird. Where there's a storm, because it's raining, and there's thunder. That's my logic, and I'm sticking to it. Oh. Thunderbird. Where the birds thunder. Alright. See if our players are ready. So best of 3. So we are on match points. Alrighty. It's going to be lit AF. Am I using this correctly? I'm sure I am. Alright, everyone. Why am I doing this? Why did I do that? I'm used to opening up the thingy to show the who the observer is and stuff, but we don't need it now because I'm the observer. Never mind. Hey, welcome everyone to Thunderbird. LE. Thunderbird, the bird of thunder. Is this like, you know, I was as Thor, who's the god of thunder? So Thunderbird is like the bird of thunder. It's like the Thor of birds. It's flying around. It's got like a hammer. Like you know how Thor flies using the hammer. Maybe the bird. It can already fly, so it uses the hammer to walk. So it actually walks with the hammer. It uses the hammer to walk on the ground. Does that make sense? Maybe Raven is the Thunderbird. I mean, it used to have like the missile, but so much of a thunder. Maybe if it made Storm, it could be a Thunderbird. Are High Templars just Thunder Protoss? Yeah, they are. And Archons are just Thunder. Thunder. They're the embodiment of thunder. LE in the southeast corner of the map. Representing Winter Gaming Ladder Heroes, our current reigning SDO champion are orange, the other thing. Orange Zerg, currently sideways 1-1 in the best of 3 semi-final. No, lower bracket final of today's Sea Duckling Open number 68. Give it up for S River. Rivers. And in the northwest corner of the map, making their first debut in this tournament. CranKy Ducklings tournament. Give it up for our Red Protoss, also currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 3 series. Representing Fellowship Esports, give it up for Tacit. Tacit, not R. Of course. Again with the Stargate. But on this map, S River gets a quick third base. So should be in a much better position and also not let... I mean, it could be S River's undoing. If he goes for too much of a macro build and doesn't attack in time, he could be maybe giving Tacit too much time. In the previous map, S River was kind of forced to be aggressive because he had stuck on 2 bases, but here, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you'll be tempted to give the Protoss time, which is the one thing you should never give Protoss a. What? What pun did I make? Did I make puns? I did not make puns. I made observations about language. That's a quick early baning nest. And Esriver is making 16 Zerglings. It's gonna bust. It's gonna bust, and it's gonna bust early. We were talking about giving the Protoss time. I just looked at the chat for a quick second, and there's already a Zerg cloud marching across the map. The wall isn't... there's a Zealot there. A couple of... 3 Adepts at the front. Banelings are being morphed. The bust goes through. Void Ray isn't quite scouting any of these. Okay, gonna see some of these Zerglings moving across the map. And the Adepts might be out of position. Okay. Esriver is moving out. Oh, the Adepts are gonna get stuck there. Going for a third base. There's the bust. Doesn't quite bust it through. The Cybernetic score is still alive, but it should be going down any second now. Alright, the Zerglings are in. There are Void Rays in the sky. Ooh, nice focus on that Baneling. So it doesn't get to hit the probes. Tassad still has the higher probe count, so it could take a lot of damage here and still be in a very good place in this game. And remember, the Zerglings can shoot up. However, if they kill all your workers, they don't really need to shoot up, and they're also killing your production. Oh, everything's gonna get depowered here. No, kill the pylon! Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, Esriver. That would have been no. All right, Stargate is still powered, so more Void Rays are coming in, but 35 SCVs. No, the Protoss SCVs, the probes, are dead. Natural base is cleaned out. 40 dead probes and no damage across the map. More Zerglings being running through. I mean, Esriver isn't making any anti-air. Does he have any spores at home? No, only a couple of queens. Okay, now he's getting spores. Because Tassad can still theoretically win this if Esriver doesn't get any anti-air, but actually no, I believe these Zerglings will be able to kill all the buildings before the before Void Rays can go across the map and kill everything out of Esriver's side. Esriver just making more drones, wondering why Tassad is still in the game. Tassad being a little tenacious. I mean, Esriver is just making Zerglings, not even making any more queens. There's not going to be any anti-air. Tassad goes across the map, kills the queens. There's nothing to defend. Alright, getting a Hydralisk then. So there's Tassad is on the clock here to just kill all the anti-air out of Esriver before anything can come out. But this is such a slim chance. No, don't waste your time on these. Just kill the hatcher, kill the queen, kill the queen, kill the queen. No, it's going for the hatcher. Spore, queen, spore. You can kill the spore later. Kill the queen first. Oh, the queen is the mobile one. No. Okay, one. Void Ray goes down. The second one, I'm gonna die. No. Okay, just about saved it. But is this going to be enough? Esriver just marches across the map with more Zerglings and Banes. GG is finally called, and Esriver, the champion, the reigning champion, remains the reigning champion. What a good show by Tassad, though. That's a great showing. Getting all the way to the third place position in your first appearance in the tournament. Very well played. Let's get right to the let's ask Ezra if he wants a break. And if he does, then we'll take another 5 minutes, show another duct tape, and if not, we'll go straight into the final. Oh, doesn't want to break. All right. So it's going to be Estrover versus Potato Bleb again. Remember, Potato Bleb won 2-0 against Estrover in the semi-final. Did we go? We went with Central, right? Alright, so it was Singapore. Switching to Singapore. You can all see. Wow. Why is my ping to Singapore 54 milliseconds? Damn. My internet is fast today. This is weird. This is odd. This should be 300, not 54. Alright. Alright, first map is going to be Acropolis. Now remember, Potato Pleb is the winner of the upper bracket, therefore we will start with 1 point advantage in this best of 5, as befits the winner of the upper bracket. Light may be losing it because I made complete sense, team. Yep, that's what you get. Long distance flights will do that to your brain. Alright, players are ready. Let's get to it. Close the door. Hold the door. Hold the door. Alright, everyone. Welcome to the final match of today's Sea Duckling Open, the number 68. As we are at the top of the Acropolis, where the Parthenon is. We'll find in the southeast corner of the map, representing Winter Gaming Ladder Heroes. Current rating SDO champion is our Orange Zerg S-River. And in the northwest corner of the map, leading by 1 point as the winner of the upper bracket, representing Alpha X, our Green Terran, is Potato Pleb. Maybe a potato, but he's no pleb. And reverse S-River might be S-River, but maybe he will be able to reverse the score. Now remember, last SDO, like we said, you follow this SCV while I browse. S-River did win 2-1 against Potato Pleb in the semi-finals. And then later faced Papa Panda in the actual final match. No, not you. Yeah, go away. Oh yeah, we are in Singapore actually. My ping is 316 as it should be. Yeah, stop following. It's fine. sorry. I'm struggling with the interface. What is it? Control Shift and F to follow a unit. You'd expect it to be a much easier set of keys in an observer mode. I don't know. It's weird to me why people make decisions. Potato Blab is setting up a block here in the third base location. Now, Potato Blab did win the previous match by going with pretty beefy mech compositions. Let's see if he tries and goes to the same. Goes and tries and goes for the same strategy. I can words, even. Yes, I can. Don't add me. Hashtag YOLO. Lit AF. Alright, not going to get too much of a block here with the queen. This did a server supply block with that killing the overlord. Alright, we're going to see the Banshee set up. Banshees, Banshee, 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 Banshee. I like Banshees, especially with hyperflight rotors. Hyperflight rotors make the Banshees lit AF. And even brick AF. I decided, yes, brick is now going to be my term. I've created a new slang meta for the internet. Brick is now like what lit used to be. Oh. Potato, are you going full potato here? That's going to be some battle cruisers. We gotta get some stupid units coming up. Although in this matchup, in the current meta, they're not as stupid as they used to be. But they're still pretty damn stupid. Battle cruisers. Yeah, they're gonna be entertaining. At least there's that. We know that Estroverse doesn't like to get a lot of queens. Only has 3, so there's not a lot of an anti-air here. There's a spore in the main. No spores in the natural. Definitely no spores in the third. Estroverse is a long way from scouting this.
Don't mean to interrupt, but you're under attack.
This not cybernetic core, the other core, fusion core. It should be able to get it. Only one marine shooting at it. The Viking! Is it? Oh! I don't think he saw that. He did not see that. This is like 1 pixel away. Amazing. Amazing. Oh boy, and Esther is going with Banelings. No anti-air. Ooh! Oh! 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 And no stupid unit. I'm actually sad that it's not a stupid unit, because in this case, if it's not scouted, the stupid unit would actually be really good. The battle cruisers would actually be fantastic against the non-anti-air of S-River. Although, lib range, you know, you park your ranged liberator all the way over here. It's gonna be lit. Sorry, no, it's gonna be brick. It's gonna be totally brick. It's gonna be the brick is gonna be yeeted. Actually, now we need to find a term for yeet. Let's call it beat. To brick and beat. No. It's a nice alliteration. Get bricked or beated. Yeah, that's beated is actually nice. Because it actually sounds like beat with a EA. So, yeah. Alright. What is 5 frogs though? Die. Yeah, it's the Liberator. It's shooting at traffic over here. But yeah, this mineral line is kind of screwed. Spore Caller can't reach the Liberator, and it's yeah. anything that mines out of here would just bleed out drones. Great. Little Pleb takes the worker lead. That's a lot of buildings though. What do you got here? This is not it's a thin wall compared to 27 banelings. Speed is on the way for the banelings, so they're not as fast. But there's no... Okay, the tank is here. It's not Siege. Siege, puppy, Siege, puppy, Siege, puppy, Siege. Just the tank. Okay. Okay, doesn't even waste the banelings on the other buildings. They crash through, they get the tank. The Marines are still alive though. The banelings really haven't done... Get me there. Oh, they go to the Marines. Oh! They kill all the SCVs. Ooh, that was juicy. Potato Bled, not that far behind in terms of worker count yet. Definitely enough for Muse to be a compensating factor, but he does have to clean this base up. Which should be able to do with his Marines. Gotta dodge the ball. Man with gun. Not necessarily OP, but will win the day. And with all these barracks here at full production, this is it's going to be a lot more Marines coming out. Medivacs are out of energy. Gotta want to make a few of those, and tanks as well. Gotta get them tanks because more roaches are marching across the map. There's no wall. Okay, so our +1 armor got denied with the NG Bay dying during that fight, but +1 weapons for the Marines is really good. It's the better upgrade, I think, between the two. Definitely the one you want. If you had a choice and not get both. Esserer getting a Spire. That's at a 5th base while all this was going on. So Potato Bleb really needs to march out across the map and get some damage done. One tank is ready. It's on the way. Sends one Marine to scout ahead and see what's what. This is the tiny army of Esserer. Should be feeling comfortable pushing through here, and then he steams forward. Medivacs are pretty low on energy, so gotta be careful. The Viking is landed. Yeah. Okay, this is the 4th or 5th base. Well, the 4th one that he sees. Spire is finished. Not gonna waste time killing that hatchery. Gonna jump on top of the production buildings here. Gonna maybe get the Roach Warren. Let's focus it down. Nope. Wanna go for work kills. But the Bennings marching! They're bold, they do have speed and they are on creep. Potato Pleb maybe overextending here a little. Still does a lot of worker damage. 21 drones dead. And the armies are back to equalized sizes. I don't think Potato Pleb even brought the tank all the way here. I don't know, maybe it did. Ooh, pulling the boys. The boys are being pulled. Oh, the armies get surrounded. Potato Pleb doesn't have much. Should have a tank at home. With the tank and the Marines defending it, it should be enough against what Esserver has here. Oh, that was the worker pool. That was just literally transferring workers ahead of the actual base getting there. It's a very risky position. Okay, Potato notices the army finally. Oh. This is turning out to be a bit of a nail-biter. Yes, I am inventing new lingo for the youth. For the use of theirs. It's gonna be brick. Well, our players are getting beaten. I don't know why. How we can make the word beat, B-E-E-T, into like a cool thing. Because the vegetable isn't necessarily considered one of the cooler vegetables or pieces of food. Potato Pleb with a nice position here. Can definitely kill this hatchery finally. There we go, now it goes down. Here we have Ducklings. Alright. Don't wanna stop here. Look at the creep spread by Esriver, by the way. It's like, got these tendrils on the map. Potato Pleb finally starting to clean those up. Gonna drive a bit of a wedge between the third base and the fourth. Pre-split the Marines. The Banings roll in. They do get to some of them. And they roll from all around. Get the tanks as well. Still doing some worker damage with these Marines. More forces coming in. Potato Pleb might be throwing a little too much because Esriver is not losing a lot here. He's trading fantastically well in this particular fight. And he's going to have enough to march across the map and do damage. Potato Pleb packs his forces and goes to set up a defense in the third base location, but Esriver is already there. These Ducklings run pretty quickly across the map. Oh, that was a kill, I believe. Not a cancel. It looks like Esriver just about won the game. And evens up the score. We have ourselves a side base 1-1 in a best of 5. Potato Pleb is calling GG. Game chat. It's gonna be Potato Pleb's choice for map. He goes with the sleepy map. The world of sleepers. Sleep. You are getting very tired. Sleep. No. I wish I hydras. Gotta remember to drink. Alright. Everyone ready? Go! Do. 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 Boo! Alright, everyone. Welcome once more to the world of LE. We're in the northeast corner of the map, representing Alpha X. Currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 5 final match of today's Sea Duckling Open, the number 68. Our green Terran is Potato Pleb. And in the southwest corner of the map, current reigning as the old champion, also currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 5 final match of today's Sea Duckling Open, the number 68. Give it up for our Orange Zerg from Winter Gaming Ladder Heroes, S-River. Reverse. S-River, reverse. S-River, reverse. S-River, reverse. S-River, reverse. S-River, reverse. Look, I have to entertain myself somehow. It's like, I don't, you know. There's nobody here. Actually, I'm surprised. I thought I would be a lot more like nervous solo casting because I'm not used to solo casting anymore and haven't been streaming as regularly. But I don't know. This tournament turned out to be pretty damn chill. Everything is working pretty smoothly. I managed to recover from replay without any trouble, even though I've never done it before. I know. I think I'm liking this. I've even protected my voice pretty well by staying well hydrated. And you know, also I don't shout around like Yakuzaku does, so I don't I don't lose my voice as fast. Which happens. Alright. Is anyone watching the game? Because I'm not. I'm just talking to myself. Like, I'm not... Like, I keep observing things, but I'm not actually watching it. Oh, there's a Reaper. Alright. Just so you know how attentive I am to things. Fine, Reaper goes in. This is much sweat. You see, yep, saw the third base as well. I thought Esser always sends overlords to the corners. Maybe he got beated at one point with some ninja bases or something. It was like, nah, you know what? I want to make sure there's nothing there. Because you don't really scout for proxies in these corners. Or do you? What are these, by the way? I keep every now and again seeing them and I was like, oh, there's a... Are these the creatures that broodlords are made out of? They look like a sky turtle. Or something. Also, there's a battle going on. More queens being made by Esser. Finally. Hey, queens are a good unit. Especially against these early game Terran units. Hellions and Reapers and whatnot. Alright. Alien drop on the way. Joining the two Hellions and a Reaper. Esser sagely evacuates these workers from this base and sends them to the natural, or at least rallies them, instead of letting them sit here, all vulnerable and whatnot. Oh! Esser manages to sneak into the natural, not into the main though. I'm gonna catch a Marine and a few SCVs here. This SCV is very distraught by the scene in the lower ground. Okay, nice clump here by Potato Pleb, delaying the death of these SCVs, but there's not much here to defend. It does manage to get them... the Hellions all the way in! Oh. This is like what happened to Papa Panda! 13 drones dead. Actually, a lot of damage on the other side of the map. So, they're pretty equal on workers as it is. Can't even get the medivac! No, medivac survives. Hellions, do something. Oh, he's gonna get a few more civilians as well. Maybe? Question mark? Alright, so both bases are cleaned up. Data Blip starting a third base. I do believe that's an open... No. Is the darker patch here traversable? I'm not sure. Well, I guess we'll see what 20 Zerglings rush through. But I would have brought Kerwin, but Kerwin always has to go before the stream ends. So I didn't want to just do a half a thing with the thing and the thing. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do a solo one. What? Don't add me. Besides, you know, I seems to be handling pretty well. Who even needs you, Captain? Go, go back to sleep. Actually, SG is earlier than Australia, so it's not as late for you as it usually. I'm guessing that's why light is still here, because it's not. It's not on Australia time. Alright. Overlord. Going to go in here.
Forces are under attack.
Should be able to scout enough of this barracks, eh? Potato Lab not going for the mech composition this time. Hydralisk for S-Server. They got supply blocked by that Overlord death. Ooh, another Helion drop. Only 3 Helions. This could actually get some damage done. Let us focus. No, not focusing the drone. Ugh. Oof. Could have been a lot worse for S-River. 4th base set up for our Zerg. Nice script thread again, especially considering how busy the early game has been so far. Going in with the Banelings, Baning speed, 21 Banelings being morphed. Deadblade going to be aggressive again. Not sending the tanks though, so it's not a complete push, just some more drops, which should be denied pretty easily, but they will expose the Banelings. And there we go. Hello, Banelings. Oh, that's ballsy. That's ballsy. Potato Blab is like, oh, you have a lot of Banelings here. How about I just drop a bunch of Marines here just to clean creep? Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Alright. More Hydralisks being made for Astrover, not their upgrade. Oh, they do have a range upgrade, so good. They're gonna be well hydrated. Gotta keep those Hydralisks hydrated. Hot pickup. Particularly, I like that it keeps those Marines there just to see what's what. And now the multi-pronged harass is kicking into gear. Gonna see the Hydralisks kill a few of them before the rest of the Banelings get in. Get a few Zerglings as well. And the other drop is moving in. That's a proper Terran juggling drops. As long as you don't lose anything, you're in a great position. Okay. Ezra finally is splitting up the forces, so Deadblade can't really drop as regularly. Also has these, I like these 2 Marines in the middle of the map. Just making sure that Ezra's army doesn't sneak in through the middle section of the map. Spire and Lair on the way for Ezra. Actually, Lair is finished. See, army moves in. Does get diverted for this to this drop, and this drop should be moving in. There we go. That's why people had Terrans. A proper Terran knows how to make use of this, and he drops this one as well. So Ezra has to either split the army or move the army one way or the other. Marines get to camp in the mineral line here. They gotta go, these Banelings. Whew. That was close. This drop does get deaded. Does it? No, it does not. It actually still lives. That medevac has 2 health points. And it's the one full of Marines. Ouch. That was close. Plus 2 and 2 is about to finish for Potato Pleb. These Marines are going to be beefy AF. Gonna be beat. It's gonna be brick. It's gonna be beef. I don't know if you want to use beef as a slang word for. Yeah, no. Let's skip. Ooh, that medevac got bricked. Got totally bricked. Got beaten out of the sky with 1 Hydralisk shot, and he was full of Marines. Potato Blab this time has tanks here, so gotta make use of that. The kite those. This is where the denying the creep spread comes in handy when you can engage off creep, or at least get as really close to the Zerg bases as you can without going on creep. Alright. Tanks are set up. There's no surround here. The Banings march right through. They do get to the tanks. There's no focus fire on them. Now there is some, but there's nice splitting of the Marines. A lot of them do survive. Medivacs go down, most of them. But the reinforcements come in for Potato Pleb. More Banings are still around though. Gotta be careful about... Ooh, they do go down to the tank fire. And I think Potato Pleb has enough to keep the push going. Steams forward. Might try and focus this hatchery, get it down while he can. And get out before another wave of Banelings rushes forward. Chitinous plating is being researched for these Ultralisks. I didn't even notice that they were being made. So 8 probes, sorry, drones, you know, the Zerg probes, and a hatchery goes down. Potato Pleb is setting up a 4th base, flying it into position. But once those Ultralisks get chitinous plating and plus 2/2, they might be a bit biffy. That was an SCV here. What is it doing all the way over there? Yep. Air upgrades for Esriver. Probably setting up those Broodlords already. Wait, Broodlords are melee or air? Or are they range? I keep forgetting which one. I always remember that it's not the upgrade that I immediately think it is. That applies to Broodlord attacks. And then I always forget which one it is. You know. Why are they flicker? Stop flickering! It's weird. Gonna cause someone to have a seizure. This is weird. Why are the Ultralisks on fire? They are lit. AF. They are brick AF. Alright, pathogen glands are on the way as well, so we're gonna have some corruptors as well. Maybe not the best of choices against bio and tank. Oh, that was a lot of bending connections. That's a lot of the Terran army just disappeared, and the Ultralisks and Hydrolisks are enough to mop up whatever Potato Pleb has left. Rushing through the tanks and Marines and Marauders. And Potato Pleb is in a lot of trouble. A Terran without backup. Now this is a planetary fortress, but got no tank support. Some workers being pulled as well. Ooh, not some workers, a lot of workers. Potato Pleb is expecting Esriver to keep pushing, but no, Esriver is just expanding towards the corners of the map. Allowing Potato Pleb to rebuild a lot of his army units. It's weird. Still, the income advantage is fairly in favor of Esriver, as a lot of these SCVs aren't mining, they're just hanging around here. Potato Pleb is trying to surround it, but this is not even deep into the Zerg territory. You can take care of these 2 bases, and Esriver is still on 5 bases. And I don't think he can actually kill these bases. Not with the amount of Zerg units Esriver is bringing in. And the Banelings roll right into the Marines and the SCVs, and everything dies. Woo! Wow. Oh boy. Ephemeron is our next map. Potato Pleb's choice. This is Esriver is reversing the score. Look at that. Already on match point for a second SDO victory in a row. Broodlords are melee because of the Broodlings. Alright, I'm still going to forget it for the next time. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to remember that. It's just one of those things. Doop, 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 doop. Damage output for throwing the the broodlings. Yeah, it's like the cardboard animation where they just fling them like rubber bands. All right, everyone. Welcome once more. And please let me see your F's to pay respect for Emerald. L-E in chat. Where's the northwest corner of the map? I don't know, I haven't figured out this stupid joke yet, but the only thing I could think about is that F is like F, press F to pay respect for Emerald. I can't make all the jokes good. I can't. So sometimes I make dumb jokes that don't even make me laugh. That's how bad things are. Anyway, in the northwest corner of the map, representing Winter Gaming Ladder Heroes, reversing the worst scores, it is our Orange Zerg, and current reigning SDO champion, S-River. Rivers! And in the southeast corner of the map, fighting to keep his advantage, it is our Green Terran from Alpha X, Potato Pleb. No, you weren't blind, Kerwin. Potato Pleb did not. He typed DG in in-game chat in-game channel, not in-game, like out of game in the game chat, in-game, but not in-game game, just in-game, you know, not in match. It was part of the series, but not in the not like in while in-game, but in the video game itself, but in the chat outside of the game. In the it's not even the lobby. It's like the chat. You know what I mean, right? The chat channel. Yeah, you tapped it in the chat channel. So technically, it's still in game. If you know what I mean. You do. You know what I mean. You know. You know. Alright, see another 1-1-1 opening from Potato Pleb. S-River going for the same thing again. Remember, S-River has won 2 in a row already against Potato Pleb after losing a 2-0 in their previous series, which was in the upper bracket semi-final. If we're gonna go in, doesn't get to see much, but since the hatcheries might get destroyed if that. Ooh, no. S-River pulls it back, doesn't want to risk it. Don't let the queen deal with this usurper. You dare disrupt my children. Alright. Let's see some. Let's see if Potato Pleb kind of switches it up. Maybe goes with some mech style. I remember this is the map where the third base is kind of a drag. Yeah, just, and the fourth base as well. So, I don't know. Maybe you want to get a 2-base mech play. Just kind of give it a nice beefy force at the early game. To do damage and defend the third, but then it's not going to be mobile enough to defend the fourth. So I don't know if a mech style is going to be the best thing here. Although if you go with hyperflight rotors with bungees, that could be the thing that makes it work, because they can be super mobile, like you know, they're gonna be totally beat. She's like yeet, but it's a vegetable. which vegetable, because, you know, Overlord. And Little Blib not going to go past this wall. He did beat the queen a little, but nah. It's not gonna go. So we're making a lot more queens. Queen's a good unit. Oh. Instructions unclear. Ended up in Singapore. What are you talking about? Are we in Singapore? Yeah, we're in Singapore. Do we intended to be in Singapore? I get it. Aliens and one Reaper do get in, but they get beaten away or pricked by these roaches. That's the name. Banshee still in vision range of that spore, so gotta be careful. And Ezra does have a lot of queens. Was that SCV just flexing? It was just flexing. How do you flex when you're... It's like a power armor suit. This is like it's the guy sitting here. How's this thing flexing? So weird. These turns are weird. Spire on the way for Estrover. Potato Bleb still struggling to get that third base. Does have the command center ready. Gonna switch into an orbital command, but yeah, this base is so vulnerable. Oof. Overload speed for Estrover. I like it. Gonna get that good scout on Terran. In the previous games you couldn't quite get it because Little Blade kept killing that Overlord, that Scout Lord. Now Esser is sitting back a little bit, still not making any units, waiting for that Spire to finish. Making a lot of Mutalisks now, but I don't know about that. This might be going into the same territory that that Papa Panda was in against Potato Pleb, where he just did not make a lot of army ground units, and didn't have enough to actually hold off against the Terran. The one thing that that's working for Esra, that the Mutalisks have not been revealed yet, and they're not about to be revealed. They're taking a path that's going to be very secretive. I'm gonna jump right on top of this third base, and they could annihilate this. Potato is probably going to be out of position. Esra is setting up kind of attack here, a distraction, if you will. And the Mutalisks are in. Workers get pulled. So they don't actually don't kill even one, I think. Oh, they did kill one. Now they kill another one. The turret here is not going to be in time to defend against these Mutalisks, but the Marines sure do a lot of damage. 18, 19 SCVs dead. This is starting to be a real problem. Zerglings and Roaches take care of this orbital command while this was going on. All in all, a pretty good attack for Esriver. Data Blade is responding with a bunch of Marines streaming into the third base. I'm gonna take that spore. Kill some Mutalisks as well. 15 drones go down. It's kind of equal on workers. Nah, not too far behind. No Banelings for Esriver. Baning Nest is halfway done. It does jump on top of these Marines. They do kill a few Mutalisks. They it's kind of difficult to focus fire Marines on Mutalisks as they jump out of Medivacs one by one. Ooh, the workers are being pulled. There's a Thor in the mix against these Ultralisks. No, Mutalisks. The Mutas, not the Ultras. They sound the same. It's pretty much the same thing. Right? Same unit. What's the difference? Now remember, this is Estrover's match point. If he wins this, he's got another championship on his belt. Yeah. Ooh, +2 carapace gets denied. The wall is being opened. Where's that Thor? It's at the back. The Banelings come in. They don't have speed, but they don't really need it when they're on creep and there's nothing to buffer for the Marines. Potato Pleb taps out, and Estrover, with a 3-1 victory, is the remaining champion. Retains the championship. Look at him. He's the champion now. What a great tournament we had today. That's a wonderful series I. No mirror matchups, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed. No mirrors. That is pretty beat. Eh? Eh? That is brick. It's total brick. Brick. Anyway, congratulations to Estrover, or in reverse, for another championship. We have a 2-time SDO champion in a row. Do we have another streak on our hands? I mean, it was pretty damn close. I mean, Estrover was brought down to the lower bracket, had to claw his way back. But yeah, three victories in a row against Potato Blade, who already won 2-0. Not bad at all. That is not bad at all. Also, great job on Potato Blade. I think we casted all of Potato Blade's matches today, I believe. Yeah. Always nice following him. It didn't face Starduck, sadly. We didn't get a Potato Blade versus Starduck. I wouldn't say serious. It's I would call it a series of weird events, because that's what happens when these two meet. But I don't know. We still have pretty nice solid games today. Anyway, that is all from us, from me basically. You know, I can take credit for this. I was the streamer, the observer, the speaker, the other speaker, the referee. I was a referee as well. I did well about that. I wasn't the admin. The admins were Light VIP, our team captain and supplier of the prize money for today's tournament, and Kurro, otherwise known as Group Hero of the Wasteland and Savior of Esports. It is Group. Was also adminning. Yeah, thank you all for joining us today. Congratulations to the players. Sign-ups for next week's tournament, which is going to be a Master Swan Open for the leagues of bronze, up to bronze to master, up to an MMR ceiling of 4.9k is up. Links are out there in chat. ! Signups will give you the link, so go ahead and do that. Go and read Yakuzaku's report about the reports of things that's happening, and join our Discord. Come along, have fun, and we shall see you next week. Until then, have a great weekend. Enjoy your joyful things. Play the game, enjoy the game. Keep it brick, keep it beat, and yeah, play the game. Enjoy it. Don't get tilted. Take a deep breath. Think about your position in the game and enjoy it. Take your losses in stride. Learn from them. Learn from your mistakes. Don't blame yourself too hard for making mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Yeah, it's a great game. Enjoy it. I won. I don't play this stupid game. It's stupid. It's annoying. I hate it. I'm not playing this. Anyway, get good and prosper, and we shall see you next week. Yeah. Goodbye.